Hi, I'm Tinny from Design, and this afternoon I'm back from snowshoeing and a trip to the post office and a trip to the store, get some stuff. Okay, we're going to do the review on the M3. Not sure where to start here, so I'm just going to go for it. Okay, the M3 is the lowest priced, least fancy stove in the large group of stoves. This would include the M3, the M4, and the M5. The M6 is, I don't even want to go there right now, that's an M2 base on blue. So this is the M3, and the difference between this and the M4 is that the M4 has a skeletonized base to lighten it up. Other than that, basically they're the same stove. You get the M3 with a solid base, which is nice and wide, has the large wick, much larger than the M2, at least twice as big and twice as hot. With a solid base, it's the cheapest of the large stoves that I sell. Now, like I said, when you go to the M4, it's got a series of holes, and I'll do that in the next review. It has a series of holes here, and this really lightens it up quite a bit. But this is the base model. Now, this much wick comes with some responsibility. This is a hot stove. If you fuel this up all the way out to the edge, it's good for some fairly large pots. Any pot that you would want to be using backpacking, I would say this stove is plenty hot enough for. That's the main claim to fame to these larger stoves, larger than the M2, is that they're just hot. They use a fair amount of alcohol because the more heat, the more alcohol you've got to have. They're still very lightweight and very compact. I would not recommend this for your primary stove for one-person solo hiker. I'd probably use this if I was going to have two people and using larger pots and cooking bigger meals. I think, myself, that this stove is too big for a solo hiker. Certainly worked fine with an MSR Titan kettle filled right up with water. Now this stove, to keep things on the economy side, comes without a nipple cap because most people that would buy this stove already have a nipple cap, and since this is the lower cost stove of the group, 3, 4, and 5, I made it without the nipple cap to keep the price down to a minimum, and it is fairly low priced. And there's not a lot more to say about this stove. It has the larger wick, the larger top. It has a heat shield to protect the silicone from any heat or spills from the larger wick. Has a micro nipple and a larger base, and that's basically all I can tell you about it. It's good for, I'd say, two hikers. I wouldn't recommend it for a solo hiker. And it's all that comes to mind. So that's the scoop on the M3 stove. M3 review. If you're going to use this stove or buy this, you're going to need a 4 1/8 ounce bottle nipple cap and a pot stand. I'd recommend the 5x23 or the 5x18, depending on how much stability you're looking for. So, I'm Tinny from Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have a little fun today, and try to have a really great day. Bye-bye.